Hey guys, Shrish here. So ever since I uploaded the best Android apps videos and some of the custom ROM related videos, a lot of you guys have been asking about the home screen setup that I have. Now first of all, it's nothing fancy, it's just the stock Android look that I like to have. There are just a couple of rows of applications or added applications, and there's a Pixel launcher or close to Pixel launcher running on my every phone. But since you guys were kind of interested in and have been asking me about that, I thought of making a video. Now for those people who were asking me, this video is for you, and for those who were really known to the fact what the setup is and how to actually make it work, this video isn't for you. So basically the setup is quite a simple one. There's nothing, to be honest, to make a video on, but as I said, a lot of people were asking, so that is the reason I'm making this video. So if you think that this video is too simple to be there on YouTube, just ignore it. So yeah, without any further ado, let's get into this.
I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down, feel alive.
So this is the Realme XT that we'll be setting the home screen on, and it comes with ColorOS launcher. It does have an app drawer, but I honestly don't like this for some reason. So the first things first, just get a custom launcher. Now you may use any launcher of your choice, just it needs to be pretty much on the better side of the stock launcher. I'm using the CPL customized Pixel launcher. So just as the name states, it is a Pixel launcher with a lot of customizable features. Now the reason I'm choosing this one is firstly because it's extremely lightweight. As you can see, the size is just around 2.8 megabits. Secondly, it doesn't really consume a lot of resources, and thirdly, because it has a lot of features which Nova launcher actually has for its paid users or pro users. So this is how the launcher looks, pretty much not that fancy, but this will get the job done. Now the icons here are by Realme and they look absolutely shabby, so I'll just swap it up with a custom icon pack. And the icon pack I'm using here is the Pixip icon pack. Now this is a free icon pack, pretty much as the name states, quite close to the Pixel icon packs. So I'll just set this up, first the launcher. I'll make the CPL as my default launcher. Now there are a bunch of ways to do that, and in your phone it may be certainly different, but in Realme XT you have to just go into default apps and select the home screen and set it to CPL, and that pretty much does it. Now here we got to select the icon pack first, just like this, and just change it to your custom icon pack. Now I'll just make a few customizations here later on, but first let's look at the wallpaper. Now I use backdrops, abstract and crisper for my wallpapers. The wallpapers you see across my videos are basically from these three applications. So you may try any of these three applications. If you have a specific app of choice, you can go for that, but for the sake of this video I'm going for the backdrop. And this is the wallpaper that I'm using. Now I'll make sure to link this in the description box below so you can directly download it. And this pretty much looks quite minimal, but there's a little bit more to be done. So I also don't like this search bar in the app drawer, so I'll just disable it. It doesn't really give a good look according to me. You can keep it if you want. So just go into all apps and just turn off this option, that is show the search bar, and that is almost it. We just have to customize the icons and the home screen a little bit more now. Now I honestly don't like these two applications, the stock browser and the stock messaging app. I don't really use them, so I'll just drag Chrome, which is my daily driver as a browser, and I'll just drag it and drop it onto the dock, and I'll do the same with the messaging app. So that's with the dock. Now I'll just clear up everything apart from the dock from the home screen, and I'll just add up some of my applications which I constantly use on my device. These are some of my favorite applications and my daily driver applications, so I'll just drag them and drop them on home screen. And just like that, I just have to make sure that I make kind of 2 rows of this, because 2 rows of applications actually looks pretty good. And that's about it. It is pretty much ready. I absolutely love this home screen setup. Now as you look closely, there is a whitish tint from the chin of your phone, and that is because of the CPL launcher. So if you want, you can keep it, but I honestly don't like it. So I'll just go into home settings, then to theme, and select the theme as black. Now this will actually remove the whitish tint that you have, and this looks pretty much better. Obviously this is a thing of personal preference, and yeah, that is pretty much it. The setup is almost ready. Again, just as I said at the starting of the video, this is not the most functional or minimal setup. Obviously there are Nova Launcher setups which kind of look a little bit better than this, but the thing is that it takes a lot of time to create those setups, the Nova Launcher or KWLP or KWGT setups, and to change those setups is a little bit complicated, I feel. Also, there is a lot of piracy involved, as I see across YouTube. So that is the reason I went for this entirely free and open source setup. And secondly, if you want to change those setup, or if in case you get bored with those kind of setups, the Nova Launcher setups, you'll have to change the entire setup, even the icons, the way your phone looks and stuff. Because these setups, the Nova Launcher setups, are pretty much based on the wallpaper. That's unlike this setup or this stock Android kind of setup. So just in case you want to get a different vibe, or just in case you want to get a new look to your home screen setup, you can pretty much swap your wallpaper, and that's pretty much it. That's how you do it. The swapping up the wallpaper is really easy, and that can give your phone a different look without doing a lot much. Obviously this kind of setup is my personal preference. Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you really did, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.